Hey guys, it's Kazi here, and we're going to be taking on the 5th anniversary part 1 for the anniversary battles. I believe this is going to be the 5th stage. So this one's going to be pretty straightforward. The first mission is for one complete it, then we have to complete it without using support items, and then there are 2 more missions, one being completed with a full time travelers team, and then the other one being completed with a full power team. So we're going to go ahead and take in this team first. This is going to be the full power version mission, and we're going to try our hardest not to use support items. Even though we can't use support items, of course, you can always go ahead and throw on that support memory, so I recommend going ahead and using that. And I think full power should be a little bit easier to do than time travelers, but I'd say they're roughly about the same difficulty. There are definitely some stronger full power guys out there. We're going to go ahead and take in the brand new Gohan as our secondary unit. And of course, we're not using any of the new units until we get all the hard content done. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys when we get into the stage. Alright, let's go ahead and get it. Go and jump through. Okay, so we are fighting 2 sets of enemies right here. So the first one's going to be Vegito. So this guy raises his attack and defense by 1 turn when he's super attack. So it's going to be a little tanky. Let's go ahead and do something along the lines of this. Go full on through this guy, and then we'll just throw the rest into him. And then we'll use the last bit of key for these guys. We should be chilling right here relatively. These guys have no HP. Like, I'm looking at all of them. They have a bit of defense, but relatively low HP. They don't like limit how much damage we do either, which is really, really nice. So yeah, we're gonna do chunks pretty much like that. It really wouldn't surprise me if Piccolo goes ahead and just takes out. He's gonna do about 10 million right here. 10 million. About 5, okay. That's the defense coming into play. Their damage reduction is about on par as well. So it looks like our duo right here is going to go ahead and finish them off. There are 3 stages, well, 2 stages and then 3 phases in each of the stages. It's going to be normal Vegito, then there's going to be another normal Vegito, but this guy's going to be the LR version of the guard. This guy has a little same kind of thing going on, attack and defense up on his super attack. Go ahead and run this. Oh, they have his OST plan. His OST is so good. We're going to run this up with Gohan. And then we really just brought Broly along for the ride. I doubt we'll be able to get his domain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just here for the ride pretty much. So after we take this guy out right here, we're going to go ahead and jump into the transformation LR Vegito as the final one. And then that guy, he can actually do a pretty powerful super attack. And he has chance of evading attacks lowered when a character whose name includes Fusions of Masu is present. So Fusions of Masu will actually make it to where we can hit the guy. If we don't have a Fusions of Masu, then what do you call it? We'll be able to, or then he'll be able to dodge roughly 13% of the time. Which, I mean, it's kind of a lot when you're fighting these bosses to dodge that high of a percentage. And for each turn that passes by, he's gonna lose attack. But I don't think he's gonna live. Like, I don't think he's living 2 turns. I think he might live 1 turn, but he's definitely not living the second, 1000%. Our cards are a little bit too powerful. Nice. Great OSC. Yeah, because we can... Oh yeah, we can guarantee he doesn't live this. Let's just do something along the lines of this. I want to get as much key as possible. Perfect. Right there. And this is also perfect. Yeah, this is also perfect. We're going to go for this. So remember, he does have a chance to dodge. His super attack is a little low, 700k. He's going to raise attack and defense on his super attack. But he does have an Omega finishing blow, which does 1.5 mil. So like, even if we get hit by that, it's just not very strong. 1.5 mil is just not very strong in today's meta. It's really not. We got the unit down. Hopefully we can get the 3rd super on him and then move on and then get a really good volley of attacks right here in the 2nd slot. That would be pretty solid. Yep. One more. It's a normal. It's okay. Come on, Vegeta. Vegeta should be able to take this out, right? 11 milli. Yeah. I think he's got it. If we can get an additional, it pretty much seals the deal. Perfect. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so we'll be moving on to the Gogeta. How these guys throw their like final attack is they have a certain amount of actions they can do in a certain amount of turns, and once they get to the final action is when they throw the like the big super attack. But like I said, even the big super attack is only 1.5 million, so you're kind of chilling. You could definitely get caught if you're using some older units or some like free-to-play units, but they definitely we still have enough rainbow orbs. That's enough. They definitely scaled these new events, thankfully, around like newer players being able to also complete them. Especially like some of these missions too, like Time Travelers has, I don't want to say a massive amount of free-to-play support, but I mean you got some Prime Battle LRs in there, you know. So you have some free-to-play options for Time Travelers. You have some Prime Battle LRs. You have some Zone TURs as well, like the Trunks, the Future Trunks STR1. Like you have units that you could definitely run free to play if you're like just getting into Dokkan to actually be able to complete these, because these skill orbs that you get from completing these missions are extremely powerful, and you definitely want to get your hands on them. So I recommend every new player definitely hop in here and then try to complete the stages with the conditions to get all of these missions done. You might not be able to do everything, but at least try your hardest to compose some teams to get at least like skill orbs for the 9th years, or for the 10th years, a lot for the 9th years, because you know they've been around for a year now. On a JP, let's run this up. Wow, there's not really a whole lot that we can do on this turn, and then this. But yeah, like the 10th years, definitely try to get their missions done, and then do the 9th years as well. I would I think prioritizing doing the 9th year missions first is probably ideal. Compose teams to beat those missions first. Just because I would say more people have, you know, Dupes and Beast Gohan than do, like, you know, the brand new 10th year units. I think that's a good assumption to make. As similarly to, like, the 8th year units. The 8th year units aren't bad, but they're not 9th year, you know, Dokkan Fest anniversary LR level. They're just not. Like, I'm taking Beast Gohan over either of the two 8th year, or of any of the 8th year units, period. Same thing with Broly. I'd probably even take him over everybody except for probably like the STR, Spirit Bomb, 8th year LR. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, please try to, you know, compose teams right now while there's like so much, well, for one, there's so much free stuff that you can obtain from the anniversary. Stones, units, you name it. Hold on, let me think about, let's do this. That. And then, yeah, I think we'll throw Obadi at the end. We'll throw him this. But yeah, you could, there's so much free stuff that you can get right now as a brand new unit. There's so many like Dragon Stones that are free to you that you can go ahead and go grind those up and then go ahead and hit some of those banners. Completing all of the new story events and stuff like that. You have a really good Saiyan Saga team that you literally start the game off with. Like, there's a lot of free resources available to you guys to be able to actually get these missions done, so definitely take advantage of them and then start, you know, chipping away at these anniversary skill orb missions. I would definitely say prioritizing these, because these skill orbs are going to be the best skill orbs that you can get for these individual units until, I imagine they're going to bring this event back next year, because, you know, we had it in the 9th year and then they brought it back again for the 10th year this year. So like, probably going to have an 11th year anniversary battle that brings even more powerful skill orbs to all of the anniversary units again. So just keep in mind, and that's it for the stage right there. Just keep in mind, like, these are going to be the best orbs that you can obtain for the units for quite some time. But yeah, that's it right there for that stage. Like I said, we're gonna jump right back in and then do the time travelers mission. So if we just pull up, yeah, not for part 2. If we pull up, we still have one more mission to complete, and that's going to be the time travelers. So I'll see you guys when we get into the stage. All right, let's get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Dragon Ball Heroes team. I think this one is gonna be it's gonna be pretty fun. I don't actually get to use this team quite a lot. Nice. We'll just go ahead and screw it. Big damage. Let's go. Same thing. Same thing. Same stage, different team. You know, just kind of just spam through this real quick. Like I said, this Dragon Ball Heroes team is probably just gonna go ahead and just pack them up. There are very, very good Fuse Zamasu teams as well. I would recommend doing that. Fuse Zamasu, Rose teams, even just like basic time traveling teams with like Trunks and stuff like that. I'm just picking up this team just because I think it's going to be the quickest team just to go ahead and run through this real quick. They don't like these bosses. They just don't do a whole lot of damage, thankfully. So you can really, really take advantage of that, and just kind of like burn through their HP with some teams that are a little bit older, but they still kind of just get the job done, which is really something that I like to see because I'm happy that they're not making like every event extremely difficult. I forgot to do this. I'm happy they're not making every event extremely difficult. Now that we have like all these amazing units, it is extremely nice to see events like these where they're still difficult. Don't get me wrong. They're just not like, oh, here's a 3 million super attack. Like that. Those stages get like old really quick because those kind of force you to use cards that came out within the past like year to year and a half, and it prevents you from using some older cards and stuff like that unless they have like really, really broken passives like AGO Golden Frieza, the TUR of that one, 90% DR. You can use him pretty much forever. He's a really, really old unit, got his EZA a long, long time ago. But he's still usable because he has an extremely broken passive, which is 90% damage reduction. What do you call it? If you're above 40% HP, like that's ridiculously broken. Like that's just kind of why you could still use them. But like even older TUR EZAs, I will say older LR EZAs, like you just can't use a lot of them anymore. Like even a lot of like the EZAs that just got LRs that just got their EZAs, like Killing Caulifla, like their LR EZA, like they didn't get it too long ago, and they're unrunnable. Like unfortunately, they're just unrunnable, and that's not really anybody's fault. It's just they weren't good enough on drop, so they're just not going to be really relevant until the Super EZA, which Lord knows when that's happening. That's going to be a very, very long time until we see something like that. But I'm happy. I'm extremely happy that these events aren't too difficult, so new players can also enjoy them. But not just enjoy them, but also just get the rewards. Because I think that's another thing about like starting off the game is feeling like you're getting rewards like an adequate amount. Like yeah, sure, you can get dragon stones and stuff like that, but you want to get things other than dragon stones too. You want to be able to feel like you're making progress. You want to feel your units getting stronger as you complete difficult events. Like that's one of the main things that you want to see. Get this, because yeah, you can pull all the new units and stuff like that, but you can make them exponentially stronger by doing something as simple as like link leveling them, which is literally just using them in stages that take stamina. You can link level, or you can give them, like in this case, what we're hunting for right here, these skill orbs. Give them these skill orbs, and they're significantly better than the basic plat 55%ers or 79 or 100%, whatever it is. You got those skill orbs, and they're just better than their counterpart. Oh well, we're actually kind of running through this pretty quick. Oh goodness, yeah. I mean, I guess this is exactly what we wanted, right? This is what we said we wanted right here. Just spam through this real quick. Didn't think I'd get through it too quickly, to be honest. I think we're running through it faster than we did with the other team, are we not? I think we are. Because, yeah, I think we are. Yeah, 1000%. Because we have this Gogeta, and then we have the final LR Gogeta. That does have to do with these Vegetos right here specifically. Like this AGO Vegeto is extremely powerful. He does great damage, and he's like borderline unkillable on this team. Yep, and then we have this guy left. The typings too, I just noticed, have a lot to play with how quickly we're doing this as well. Let's go ahead and put him right there. Get this Broly. These EZAs too for these Dragon Ball Heroes, like, oh man. It does suck that Dragon Ball Heroes is over, but I believe I saw somewhere on the Reddit where they said that they were still going to like continue EZAing the Dragon Ball characters, Dragon Ball Heroes characters, which is really, really nice. Hopefully that's true. That's not just some misinformation. But I would love to see some of these older cards get their EZAs as well. I would love to see Super EZA for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes cards, but not quite sure. We gotta just see what's coming on in the future. We usually have the Super Dragon Ball Hero events in October, Halloweenish time, or Halloweenish time into November. Sorry, late October into November is normally when we have this celebration right here. So I'm extremely interested into seeing what we're gonna be doing next year. Oh yeah, and we're done with that, and we're moving into the final one, and that should be it, right? Because we have the active skill. Yep. See? Boom. That's it. There's time travelers done. This team is extremely fun. Let me see. What? How long did it take us to get this done with this team? Surely it was significantly quicker, right? We were kind of blitzing through. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did it in like what? 2 minutes less. As you can see, we got all of the part ones done right there. Pretty simple to go ahead and get done. Like I said, recommend everybody try to get these done as quickly as possible. That way you can be ready for when you do pull the new units if you haven't already got them, or if you don't have them Dokkan Awakened yet. As soon as you get them, having these skill orbs makes literally night and day difference between all of the anniversary units. And by completing all the missions, you'll be able to get skill orbs for all of the anniversary units that have ever came out. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you all later.